Hey guys, Donna with Cypress Designs. I'm just getting ready to be streamed in. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to go on a minute early or not, but I decided to go a minute early. Welcome to Craftastic Creations. This is called Jingle Bell Rock. So hopefully you guys can join me. It'll be a fun event. Just waiting to get streamed in. We're going to do a Santa on a box. Now, some of you have seen my Santas before. Hey, Farmhouse Stencil Shop. What is your first name again? I can't see. Can't see a name. Come on in and say hi. I don't know how long this hat's going to stay on for, but we'll see. Hey, Criselda. So if you've seen me make boxes before, you kind of have a general idea. Hey, how are you doing? Is that Jean? I can't see the name. Farmhouse Stencil Shop. What is your first name again? Is that Jeannie? Lori. Oh, gosh. I'm getting old. Okay. Hi, Lori. Hey, Criselda. So we're going to make a box with a Santa on it. Okay, so we have a couple things we've got to do ahead of time. So let's get cranking on this because even though I think it's an hour, it may take a while. So first things first, we're going to glue our, we're not using fabric today. We're going to just use paper, okay? So you can go on Etsy and you can find patterns and, you purchase them and you can print them off on fabric or you can print them off on paper. Now, just remember when you do paper, this is really good on fabric because then it creates a leathery appearance. Hey, Debbie. And another Debbie. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our paper on. Let's get this going. I don't know how many times I changed my mind last night of what I was going to do. So, I've done small ones. This is my first attempt at this big one using, I don't know if anybody's ever used, what is it called? Cotton, the natural cotton. This stuff is great for making old-fashioned Santas and old-fashioned everything. Hey, Betsy, how are you? Find a spot to put that. Okay, so let's get this done first. And I created these Santas, I think last year or this year. I can't even, maybe it was this year. I don't know. Yeah, I think I did it this summer. And they're absolutely adorable. It's a little bit of work. I have to say. But once you create the stencil to your size of Santa you want to make, it's easy. So what I did is I took, I saw what the lady did and I created my own stencils. I don't know if a lot of you guys do that, but I like to create my own stencils. And I will post what I do today. I got to catch up on all my posts. Hey, Linda, how are you? Hi, Lucretia, how are you? Hey, sweet Kathy, how are you? Hi, Suburban Country Charm. Hopefully I caught everybody. Hi, Diane. Hey, Mary Jane. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. It's really adorable. It was a lot to create the pattern because when you're going a bigger size than your normal, it was a lot. I was so tired. I don't know how long I was up for, but my poor legs were just burning last night. So I had to hurry up and figure it out so I could get to bed. Now there may be a little bit of crinkles, but it's supposed to be a vintage box. So don't worry about perfection because I'm not perfect. Oh wait, aren't we all perfect, you guys? Hey, Natalie, how are you? So I just want to kind of make sure this is in. Okay. We will be putting a label on this, but we won't worry about that right now. I just want to get that off. Okay, so we're putting this off to the side. Like I said, this Etsy is where I get all my printables from. Now let's take this top, and all I want to do is paint it white. Now you really don't have to paint the whole thing, so we're just going to paint only a little, mainly the edges. We just need the edges painted, and really we don't need a lot of it, but the reason we do this is because we're putting a band around it and we want the band to be covered. So it has a white background. Like I said, you don't have to do the whole entire thing. I just want the edges and the band. And this is just so when you put the white band around it, you don't see the brown. Hi, sweet Sharon. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Donna and Lisa. How are you? Hey, Peggy. Did I say hi, Sherry? So we're just going to do this. Now, this thing's sunk in the middle, and I don't know why. These boxes are weird. These are the ones, these are paper mache boxes from Hobby Lobby. So like I said, this is mainly just to keep the white to show through. Hey, sweet Carrie. Hey, Margie. Is everybody doing well today? Thank you guys for letting me be in the Jingle Bell Rock. Yeah, no. Jingle Bell Rock, right? I tell you what, I haven't been into too many events so close to each other, and it's a lot of work. But it was fun. Okay, so this should be good. I'm just going to put this off to the side for right now. There's a lot to this whole entire beast, okay? So let me move everything out of the way, clean my mess, because we're working with cotton. Now, some of you remember, oh, sorry guys, we can't have that on any much longer. Got enough heat generating. We don't need any more heat on my head. Okay. Now, now, here's where the fun part begins. I created my images again from my small images I originally made from my tiny little Santas. So I'm kind of giving you an idea of my Santas I made. These were a while ago. So I made these, I think, this summer. These are my first attempt at paper doll Santas. They're okay. They're not the greatest, but I kind of have the concept now, okay? So, but we're doing it on a larger scale. So we have a collar, a shawl. We have we have to make him a coat. He's going to have a hat. And then this is me attempting to scroll a big yellow U for his shawl, okay? And now I'm going to move all this, and a square, which is about the size of his jacket we need for what I'm doing. Now, every time you make these, the size is not going to be the same. So I'll share my patterns, but you just have to modify them to your sizes. Forest Acres, I forgot your first name. I forget everybody. So these are my patterns. I've got them cut. So here's the hat. We sew the hat, we don't sew the hat, we glue the hat in like this, and we'll take the brim back. So it'll be like he's wearing one of those big shawl jackets, okay? So I'm gonna move these off to the side. To save time, I went ahead and cut stuff. So we're gonna take a simple, you can buy these poles at Walmart, and we're gonna glue the top of this to it. Now remember, everything is a different size. Unless you find exactly what I'm using, it won't be the same size. Hey, Eden. Okay, hey, Sharon. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is we got to create his jacket. It's very important your surface be clean. So what I'm doing, because this is totally different from my little guys, we're going to take the jacket, we're going to take the bottom part of the jacket, and we're going to just flip this up. Just so the bottom is that correct? Yeah. Because I can't make it the way the little guys are, because that's a whole different ball game. I think my husband forgot. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, and you gotta do this kind of tight. Since he is gonna be standing on a box, he cannot have anything touching. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Mary Jane. Hey, Levon. Hey, Sarah and Chris and Shannon. No, Sharon. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this, and we're gonna roll it, okay? Kind of keep it tight. Hold on. And make sure there's The fabric doesn't touch too much to the bottom. Now, you're gonna take, the next step is you're gonna take the bottom of this, his jacket, and we're going to tuck it in. I'm gonna just glue this a little bit. And we're gonna do the same thing. Okay, don't worry about perfection. I had to play with these last night, I don't know how many times. Then this becomes his jacket crease. But again, you'll have to kind of go back out here. Let's go ahead and do this. And you can cut excess off. But again, make sure you just put 50 million of these out here. You keep it tight. Okay. Just keep him tight. Hi, Shyla. Hey, Christy. How are y'all? Just kind of wiggle it a little bit. And then now you're going to see the front of his coat. Okay. That's the seam to the front of his coat. That's how you're going to know this is the front of his coat. Okay. Don't worry about this. We're going to go ahead and just tuck that in. Okay. So we have the front of his coat. Now, there's a lot of pieces to this. The next piece is his hands. So we're going to take his hands. We're going to take, this is from one of the hair pieces, I shouldn't take that on my hair, for curlers. And these are the tall, skinny ones. These are the best ones for long arms. So we're going to take and we're going to just put a little glue on it. We don't want to make this too puffy. And we're just going to try to roll it one time, one full time, just to get a good seam. Mind you, I've never made the big ones. This is winging it. I'm a good winger on these things. Okay. And just make sure everything's been glued, because we got to make little mittens for him, which we'll do next. They're just going to be just kind of improvised. It doesn't have to be perfect. He doesn't have to have perfect mittens. Now we're going to try to remove some of this and make sure I've got it all the correct, because like I said, it's been a while since I made one of these. I thought, gosh, he would look amazing on top of the box. And this cotton is so easy to work with, guys. So easy to work with. Okay. Now, you're not going to see the inside of this, just so you know. You're going to still put his hands is going to go like this. So he's going to look like a zombie. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Hey, babe. Okay, so we're going to glue this in the spot. The thing I don't like is you get like cotton everywhere. So let's just kind of glue them. Put enough glue in there because you really want this to be held. And make sure you got your front. You're not going to see anything underneath his neck, just so you know. Give it a second and hold it. Hey, Mary. Not a problem, Debbie. Okay. Got the shawl, we got the hat. Yeah. This is the fun part, trying to get it to hold in there. Like I said, he's the big guy, and I just thought he would look amazing. Okay. So you kind of have a general idea where the zombie's going. Okay. So now we're going to take, I want to make his little, I'm going to take this little extra and I'm going to make a little cuff. Will that work around his whole entire hand? Yes. I think I'm not going to worry about his hands, his mittens, because they're going to be small. So we're going to take and make a cuff. Now remember, trust the process. So picture this on a very large scale. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Linda Fink. How are you? So now we're going to take this. And if I can cut it straight. And this is mainly just to give him the finished look of a cuff. Now, when I saw how people used to make these paper mache dolls, I kind of, not paper mache, but paper dolls, I just loved it. I thought it just was the coolest thing. Okay, I'll do another one. This stuff gets sticky. Make sure I got them the same size. This is a little too big. And again, it just kind of cleans up and makes it look a little prettier. But we want to have it stand out a little bit more than the jacket, so you can actually see the cuff. As my hand is being completely glued to everything. The only thing is, when you're working with cotton and glue, expect a lot of hair from the glue. From the glue and the cotton together. So trust the process. He'll be cute. Okay. So the next thing we have to do is we got his shawl. And all the shawl is like a half moon, but it's to the size you need it. Hey Jenny, how are you? So now we're going to take the shawl, which is going to go over his back, just like this. He's wearing one of those old-fashioned jackets. I got to move his hands a second. And then you just kind of make his make this come to a point, like right there. If it comes upside his face, it's fine. Okay. So now Santa has a shawl. Put that in the back. You don't have to put a lot of glue on these things, guys. Okay, so now you see where Santa's going. He no longer looks like a complete, hey Samantha, like a complete zombie, okay? Now, we're gonna do his head, his face. So when you're doing the paper faces, get them kind of close to the size of the object you're working. I hope I don't get done too fast. So we're basically gonna create a face, okay? So this is where you take your time and get that face in there. So I'm gonna put his face on first. Now mind you, he doesn't have to be perfect inside, because it's just paper. He's just gonna kind of stick on everything. Okay, he just sits right there. Don't worry about everything being completely tucked down, because he can't be 100% tucked. So now we're gonna take this, and the reason I want this to be like his hair. You know, he's got that white hair. So we're gonna take this. I try to hide, if you can see where we're going, I tried to hide the red as much as possible so you can actually see the Santa and not notice everything else, okay? So this is where you play with getting him lined. And then you can go in there and glue it. Okay. Work one side of the face first, then the other side. And try to get him covered, because the whole point is he's got white hair. This isn't his beard, this is his white hair. Just gave him a bob. We're gonna stuff that down in there. Okay. You see where I'm going with him? Is he starting to look cute? Aw, thank you. I just forgot your name again. I'll have to go look back at it. Is it Lori Farmhouse? Just ignore me. Now, the fun part is taking the cotton. The cotton comes like this. If I can find it. See, this is the pattern. Oh my guys. This is the pattern. This is the small pattern. It's very simple. And your paper, your body normally on these are cardboard. But like I said, we're taking it to a different level. And this is what the cotton looks like. It's all rolled. It's not cheap. But you can make all kinds of different things with these. Okay, now where did his beard go? There it is. So now is where you shape the beard. As long as you want it. I kind of like to just pull it apart a little bit, not too much. It is just supposed to be hair. And then we're gonna take, spot I didn't glue. Now we're gonna take his beard and we're gonna work that baby in there. Now, you don't need to see his mouth. Lori, okay, I'm getting with the program. I'll get with the program. He's gonna be like a fuzzy old man. Okay. Now take time when you do his beard. It can be as long as you want it, short as you want it. Just make it look like his actual face. It's a lot of fun to work with. It's a lot of fun to work with these guys. It's just, like I said, when you do things on a larger scale, it's not the same, okay? Now, we have his hat. So this gets glued in, and then this is his brim. Let me make sure I don't screw that up. We still got his box to make, so I'm trying not to hurry, but I don't want to screw this up because cotton's not cheap. So this part of his hat is going to be the part that goes on top. But this part is where we're going to stick this, and then this is going to go like this. Because you want his little hat to have that peak. So you glue it inside. You can sew it, glue it, whatever you want to do. Hi, Danita. Hey, Teresa. Thank you, guys. Oh, okay. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. Is that Trushki? Hi, Trushki. How are you? Hey, Patty. Hang on a second. This stuff is just glue. Now we're going to take his hat, his hood. You see where we're going with him? So now you take the hood. I'm going to glue some back here. Now you don't have to worry about perfection, guys, on the jacket, because everything, believe me, everything works out. Okay, and everything just kind of sits. Then you take and tack this side, and you tack this side. So now you have the back of his hood, he has his shawl, he has his jacket. What do you guys think so far? Hey, Gail. Okay, so now let's take, we got to dress him up. So my printables I use, I go online and you can find printables, and I'll attach all these, but I try to make them bigger, especially if I'm going to do a Santa like this. You got to make them bigger so they're more, they look real versus them looking tacky. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is, now let's try to get his buttons on here. I hope I have more black. I can't see, but that's okay. I really hope I get the room above the garage, because, man, there's fluorescent lights up there. I won't be blind at all. Hang on. I go through black buttons so quickly here, the little ones. How many did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4. Just need 2 more. This is where you can use your grandkids. They can help you find stuff. 5. 1 more. Should have had them all pulled last time, but I didn't think it was going to be this different. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Okay, so dressing him up is anything you want it to be. So we're going to give him the button on the side. Okay. It's going to have a button on this side. Now, like I said, you do whatever you want to do to dress him up. We got to put some sparkles on him too. Now we're going to do his jacket. Now normally I would put a black mitten inside. I've already wrapped it, but we're fine. Oh, wait, that's not where it's supposed to go. So we're going to put more buttons. Put more buttons on them. Okay. Just going to put a few buttons just on his jacket. Just makes it look a little bit better. Gives it a little color. I'll show you. But you can do whatever you want to do. You can put the jacket on the side, put the jacket down the middle. You can do whatever you want to do. So he's got his jacket. See? And now we're going to take his, I want to take the bell, and I'm going to wrap the bell around him. As his, oh, everything sticks to me. This is going to be his belt. I think this will work the best. He is Santa Claus. He does make a lot of noise. Hang tight. This one's got a little weirdness going on here. Hang on. I don't like that. I may have to add a little bit more to his jacket. So like I said, you create, you make them whatever color. I don't know enough about dyeing this stuff and making it a specific color. Okay. Hang on. This is the only thing is the hazard of the job is you become cotton candy. And you have cotton everywhere. Now, I do want to add a little bit more to him of a bell. I'm going to just rip a bell off if I can and glue it to this thing. He needs one more here. And then I'm going to take little, I'm going to try not to get his beard all messed up. I'm going to take one of these and see if it'll fit on here. Kind of give him some color. Hey, Missy. Hey, Carol. How are you? I want to give it some color because he is Santa, so Santa's got to be kind of cool. Let's try to get a little bit more of that off. And I'm going to put just a simple, we're going to add just a simple little rustic bow on him. So we're going to not do too much of a bow because he is a rustic dude. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys try this. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit of work and a trial and error thing. I mean, that's how I learned how to do it. We're going to throw this in the center. Get my hands in there. Okay. So there's the rustic Santa. Now let's bling him up. We have time. It's an hour long, right? Oh, not a problem. Not a problem, Stephanie. Okay, so now let's bling him up before we start the box, because I do like to get my diamond dust done. Now, with the diamond dust, it's glass. Make sure you don't get it everywhere. Try to contain it in a certain spot. So we're going to basically just take, I gotta take a decent brush. I need to go spend money on some brushes. Soft brush is what I need. Figure out where you want your glitter. Now, I really wanted to do this with it and take the coffee stain to it. Hey, Carlene. Hi, Annette. but I just wasn't sure and I didn't want to mess with it. So do you think I should try in some areas of dirtying them up with the coffee? What do you guys think? Oh, thank you, Carlene. You're so sweet. Thank you, Carrie. So do you think I should go ahead and try doing this just very lightly around like his brim and his jacket? Okay. Let's lift his hood here. So we're going to take our Mod Podge. Our coffee pod. No, our coffee grunge. Jeez. I have a speech impediment today. So we're just going to gently, just dirty up his edges. Just gently. Now you could do this with just glitter, but glitter is just a little harder to work with. This is just going to make him look a little bit more vintage. My cat is hung up on YouTube bird videos. My daughter got the cat addicted to a doggone bird videos. Now he's always watching the bird videos. Who'd ever thunk cats could get addicted to a TV? Just don't put a whole lot on here because you could be here and saturating it. You really don't want to do that. And sorry if I'll catch comments probably after. I'll try to do my best staying on top of it. It's just, it's hard. Hey, Nikki. I don't know if I saw you, Nikki, before. It just makes him look a little bit dingier versus it being so pure white. Not that white's bad. And you could probably put a little coffee podge if you wanted him just a little bit dirtier, okay? It's kind of like what you want to do. Now, just a little bit is good. Do too much, then it's just overpowers it. It's still a dainty piece. It's not a it's still primitive, but it's dainty still. Okay, so you can kind of sort of start to see them. I think it makes it look a little bit better. Hey, Carol. Did I say hi, Carol? Hey, Debbie. Yeah, give some definition so you can actually see him. Oh, thank you, Lori. I appreciate it. Just got to move outside the box sometimes. And I like to do that. I like to do different stuff. I do have my favorites, but I do like to try different things. Because I just can't just do one thing. I know I'm strange. And the cotton is actually a lot of fun to work with, guys. I still want to do the old-fashioned, what is that where you do the cotton felting? I want to do the felting. That is one of my things I want to learn how to do. I'm doing pretty good on sewing. So I want to do more sewing. I'm becoming Susie Homemaker here, you guys. Thank you, Debbie. Susie Homemaker. Except I don't like to cook. I like to bake. I don't like to cook. Thank God my husband feeds me, because I don't know what I would do. Okay. Sorry, I can't walk and talk at the same time. It smells so good now. Remember, he's wet, so you don't want to get the base wet because we got to get that on the box. Okay. So how does he look? Hey, Kim. Hey, Charlotte. Isn't he adorable? I just love it. Now, you could do age his beard, but we're not messing with that. Something would go wrong. Okay, so let's move all this out, this hazard material out of here. Because you're talking white stuff. So let's put him to the side. Oh, wait, I was putting... Okay, let's get the Mod Podge. What time is it? We got time. Okay, so now I gotta take... I just have a little brush that I was going to use. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Was that? Yeah. So now we're gonna... Lord have mercy. When it comes to grace here, I'm just a mess. And just let me tell you, cotton gets on everything here. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Wendy. So just figure out where you want him to be glittered. Everybody knows I love my glitter. I don't know how much I've got left after making my snowman. He's kind of took care of all that. Put so much glitter on that boy, he's glistening. So make sure you put enough on. This is a vintage Santa, so put enough on so you can start to see. He's going to start to be very glittery, so let's go ahead and keep going. You don't have to put a ton on. Just put it in some spots. He doesn't have to have a whole bunch of glitter. He just needs to have it in some spots. Hood. Ooh, the storms are coming. Stephanie from Vintage Pebble, are you supposed to get nasty weather in Texas too? It's a coming. We just heard her grumbling out there. And you get to start to see where now it becomes vintage. Got the grumbler out there. Now, if it gets in his beard, then it's okay. This is where you go through the glue and the glitter. I have to go buy more. I'm just gonna put it in some spots. Make sure you get your excess off because you're gonna need it. Just keep rotating him. I just thought he'd be cute. You know, I've never made a Santa, a true Santa. I've always made snowmen. This way, I know it looks halfway decent. You're gonna crawl in a hole? I don't blame you. I'm not really a fan of weather like this. It's kind of creepy sometimes. I mean, lightning isn't like lightning used to be. It's like a camera going off. Okay. I think this is the slowest I think I've ever gone in my lifetime on a craft. Okay, we're gonna do his cord. Gonna do everything. We're gonna glitter this baby up. Because it is vintage. We're gonna keep going. We're rotating, you can see. We're rotating. Everything's gonna be glitterized. From the bells to everything. This is where you can go through a whole can of this stuff. I set the bar too high. Nah, y'all got this. This was a trip. I have such bad legs. My veins are so bad. I had that vein surgery years ago and supposed to have helped, and it doesn't, and my legs just burn. Last night was horrible. just getting elderly, I guess. But that was so cute. I had my 2 neighbors over. Both of them, one's 96 and the other one is 100 years old. Oh, we had such a blast. They're just lonely. They just need somebody to talk to, somebody to hang with. Hang on a second. I'll show you here in a second. You know, and it makes me miss my mom so much when I see them, because one of them, she talks just like my mom does, and I feel like my mom is there. Hang on, now let me fix his beard up a little bit. Now, you don't have to do the super long beard, but I like the long beard. Should I glitter his beard? Hey, Joanne, you think I should glitter his beard a little? You guys, should I glitter his beard? Probably shouldn't I? I should just about run out of all this stuff here. Let's just put a little on there. We'll put a little on there. We may as well just give him the works. I can't do mani-pedis, but I can sure do this. Oh, thank you. The quiche is awesome. You ever want a great recipe? Now, my granddaughter's gluten-free, so she can't have any kind of wheat. And so I have to be careful what I make. And so when I make everything, I use gluten-free flour. And my cookies taste the same with the gluten-free flour. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Now, he's going to dry white, his face and his beard. So don't freak out if you see white. You're like, oh my God, it's globs of white. No, that will all dry. So, okay, so he is completed, okay? So let's put this off to the side right now. Wipe my mess. Move all that out of the way. Thank God I'm not using black paint. Oh my gosh, I would have it everywhere. So now let's take our box. This is our box. This is paper. I'm going to attach all the links to this stuff. So it's just Mod Podge done. Okay. Now the next thing I want to do, so I don't forget, if I can find it, I have I love words. I love, I can try that off. Take more fabric and wipe everything off. I take my words and I like to age them. Everybody, if you've seen my projects before, I love taking the words and making banners, making flags, making stuff out of it so it looks very old. Hey, Maria. I should have just figured out how much of this I really need. That's the back. This is the front. Wait, that's the front. There. Let me see how much of this I need. I'm going to take off a little bit. I don't think I need it that big. Just tear them. Nothing's perfect in my world. So we're going to take and age this paper up really good. It says Timeless Christmas. You can do whatever you want to do. I love aging the paper up. And sorry, you're going to bounce around a little bit there. It's okay. Hey, Chris. I want to just make sure I don't have that's in the back. I gotta find my edges. Okay, so this is it. So we're gonna take this. Let's glue it. Use your hands when all possible. Now, that will be down here. This is what gives it that cool vintage look. Clean up after yourself because I'm one messy dog here. Okay, so now we have our pretty little box, right? So now this comes on top. So we're going to have a box. Now, these are not the greatest boxes from Hobby Lobby, but they have to do. Hey, Kelly. Thank you. Okay, so now these are from Hobby Lobby. These are bands. Now, I noticed one side has got more than the other, so I've been flipping them. And this is gonna go around the top here. Just remember, it takes a little bit fighting this thing to stay. So put enough glue down. How did I had my glue gun, I've been using it. Did my hand touch it? Gotta give it a second now. Okay, what next? Okay, I got this. I don't want to glue Santa on yet. I gotta glue this on. I don't know how I could have touched it because that little button's kind of hard to. I'm gonna try to see if I can keep it bent till the glue gun decides it's gonna, unless it died. Oh no, it didn't die. We don't want it to die. Hey, Mama Bear and Baby Bear, how are you doing? Give it a second. Lord have mercy. How would I have turned that off? I mean, I literally would have, unless I did that and didn't pay attention. Never had that happen before. I got 15 minutes, right? I think I still have 15 minutes. Come on. Lord have mercy, I ain't got time for this stuff. It's getting there. This is where you gotta put a lot of glue on. This will heat up a little bit more. I'll just hold this a second. Have a cup of coffee. Have a party. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Tina. You too, sweetie. Hey, Glinda. Hey, Beth. Happy Thursday, everybody. Yes. This is a battle. Hey, anything's possible. I drop stuff constantly in this room. Lord knows I need all the help I can get. It just takes a little bit because you've got to hold this baby down. It will hold, but it's just gotta battle it. And normally you would use the other side, but I noticed on this, one side is really shiny and got lots, and the other side does not. And I want the shiny side. Like, I should have hooked up my bigger gun, but I was like, nah, I used the little one. Keep going. Make sure I'm following the line. There's cotton everywhere, guys. Cotton is just overtaking my box. Give it a second, otherwise it's gonna go. Hey Julie, how are you? Hey sweet Brenda, how are you? Okay, so now you can see how cute it's gonna be. Okay, so you guys have seen Frosty. So basically we're doing the same thing I did with Frosty. We're gonna create the band, create the snow, and then go from there. Okay, but we're gonna put Santa on first because he's got to go on here. He has got to be on here before anything else is on here. And his tree. Okay, so you can kind of see where we're going. Okay, now I do have a tree. I know I have a tree. There it is. We're not going to go too crazy with stuff, just a few items. Santa can't be Santa without a tree. I got some little packages. We're going to put that on the bottom before we can even start to think about adding snow. Now, you see where we're going? He's going to be pretty big. Isn't he cool, Bonnie? Okay, so now the fun begins. You use quite a bit of this stuff. So I have tons, just in case I need it. This is where I do my snow. What time is it? I got time. You go through a lot, guys. So start going on the sides. Get your sides done. Just like decorating cake. Just don't have to be fancy. This is the easiest way to get your snow on. Now, yes, you could do it with just about anything else, but I just think this looks better. You go through a lot. You can almost go through a whole entire container on here. Then what you start to do, is like I said, you're going to go through a lot. Now just start loading up the surface. And if you're like me, you got bad hands, this is just not a joyful thing. Try to get as much down as you can. First, you're going to be putting diamond dust on this. Just so you know. My hands will be hurting today. Just remember, this is just so that you can put your diamond dust on it. Put some on your trees, on your toys, packages. Santa can even have a little bit on his hat. You do realize snow can be anywhere. On his arms. I'll be careful, I'm going to start blowing this all on the screen. Sorry, guys. Sorry, yeah, this is puffy paint. Sometimes I forget to tell you guys, but it'll all go in there. Now, this is a bigger box than I would normally do this on. I wasn't paying attention to the size of the box. I should have went with a smaller box. But he's such a pretty guy, I didn't want him. You just want enough on there. And this will take time to dry, guys, so don't rush it. So if you're making something like this for somebody, don't rush the process. You don't want to do that. And this is what's great. You can take some of these trees and just add the snow yourself. Make sure you throw a little snow to the back. Have his hat. And then we're going to add our Epsom salt. He's got a little snow on his shoulders. Okay. Here we go. Glitter time. This is why I go through so much glitter, guys. This is not going to be fun, but you want everything covered that's got that snow on it. Told me I gotta order more now. Get on his hat, his brim. Remember, it's glass. Don't rub your hands at all. Time I'm done, it's going to be worth $1 million just putting on this stuff. I don't want to tip it any more than I have to. I like to let the diamond dust sit and actually not touch it and shake it off later. Because this way most of it will settle in. 4 minutes. So what do you think of my Santa? Thank you, Raquel. What do you guys think? This is Mr. Claus. Timeless treasures. Now, I expect you all running out, buying your stuff, and creating your own. These things are just, especially if you're a vintage person, you're a primitive person, it's just pretty, just absolutely pretty. You got to add all the pieces to it though. You can't just have the Santa on here. You got to have everything. Thank you guys. You're so sweet. I appreciate it. T's Creation. I forgot. Is it Karen? T's Creation. Is it Karen? Oh, thank you, Diane. Thank you all. I appreciate it very much. I've only got a few more minutes. There's not much more I can do on this one. But yeah, so like I said, you can do the big guy, you can do a little guy. These are my little ones I've done, but these are my first. Oh, thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Kelly and Lisa and Lori. These are my first ones, but these are done way, way differently. Their bellies are actually rolled cotton. Hey, Suzette. Thank you, Robin. Nikki. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate it. Hey, Bonnie. Thank you. But yeah, so you can do the same thing with these. Make them your own. But I really like that we did the coffee because I think the coffee made a difference. Hey, Cheryl. How are you? Did I not see you earlier? Hey, Shannon. Shanna. Hey, Cindy. Thank you, guys. You're awesome. But yeah, so you guys could do these things on your, just buy the material. I will post the big and the little pattern. So you have both patterns, but you have to modify it because yours and mine will never be the same because I like to use whatever I have here. Hi, Tarnished Dragonfly. What's your first name? Thank you, Sheila. I mean, I just bought this about a month or so ago, and this is the 16 ounce. So I need to go get more. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, Suzette. And hey, Sarah. So hopefully you'll try it. Tell me if he wouldn't be cute on a nice rugged piece of wood, center of a table. Hey, Carol. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, Melanie. Thank you. So I got one more minute. And guys, Debbie with the Evergreen Treehouse is next. So please make sure to stay. If you're not following Half the Crafters, make sure you follow them. And make sure you're following these, the Craftastic Creations group too. Hey, Witchcraft. We just made our Santa. Timeless Creations. Thank you, Shyla. So now I can put my hiney on the chair, and I'm going to sit for a little bit and try to take my feet, put my feet up and rest them so my legs don't hurt so much. So, but yes, that's all I had, guys. And again, Debbie with the Evergreen Treehouse is next. Hey, Kimberly. So hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you'll get some inspiration and you'll try to create one of these. They're just so simple, especially if you're a vintage girl. Hey, Tracy. So, but yeah, this is it. And I think it's cute. You can add more back there, but you do what you got to do. But guys, I have to go. Next person's up. Love you all. Bye.